I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our Office of Economic Development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the...
And we are live here in McDonald's SPIKEFEST as Flower Bluff trying to take the set, and Veterans will knock it out of bounds, so Flower Bluff will get the first point here. Sorry for the late start, ladies and gentlemen. We were getting some technical difficulties. Flower Bluff with the serve. Number 9 of Veterans has it, trying to set up a spike opportunity, but goes over the net, and that will lead to another Flower Bluff point there. Number 6 of Lady Veterans is who it went out on, and that would be... Oh wow, great serve right there by number 14 of Flower Bluff. That was Mrs. Callie Freeman doing a nice job serving today so far. Number 9 gets it for Veterans, setting up the spike, blocked, and Flower Bluff trying to keep it alive, and they do. Trying to set it up, gets it out. Number 1 of Flower Bluff gets it. Setting up the play, and Veterans saves it, and it will go out. Phenomenal play, though, by number 2 of Veterans. That would be Amber Gear. And so Flower Bluff will have the first 4 points of the set. I'm going to update that. And that will go out. So now Veterans gets a point off the out-of-bounds serve right there. So here we go. Number 4 serving it for Veterans. Flower Bluff has it. Bouncing it up. Spike opportunity blocked. But goes out of bounds. So Flower Bluff will get another point. So number 4 was serving. That was Julia and Aguino. So now number 12 serving for Flower Bluff. That's Emery Jeffers. 11 gets it. Setting up the spike. Blocked. And out of bounds, though. So it's 5-2. Here we go. Served by number 9, taken by number 12. Give it out to 6, and kept alive by Veterans. And it will go out of bounds. So 6-2. Number 18 for Flower Bluff serving, Katie Guerin. And number 9 receives it, and trying to keep it alive, and that will be a Veterans point right there as it hits on the back line, setting up for the point. So the score is 6-3. Veterans Flower Bluff rivalry going multi-sports as setting up the serve here. It's number 11. And Flower Bluff keeping it alive. 11 receives it. Setting up the spike. Blocked. And out of bounds. So it'll be 6-4. So far early in this game, the blockers have come through for both teams. However, just a luck of the bounce there as it goes out of bounds. So trying to get the number here. I have no idea. So I believe that is number 1, Mia de la Pena. So here you go, Flower Bluff receives it, setting it up, spike, and a good point right there by Flower Bluff as Veterans player was able to stretch out for it, but not able to keep it in play. So that will be 7-4 for Flower Bluff. Number 6 doing the serving here. That's Michaela Palmer. Michaela Palmer. Number 9 gets it. Number 1 trying to get the spike, and that will be a good spike right there as it hits right there on the line and able to get Veterans a point. So it'll be 7-5. Number 12 for Veterans will be doing the serving. That will be Arena Caldera as she gets it. And trying to set up a spot, and that will go out of bounds. So within 1 of Flower Bluff now, as I was saying earlier, Corpus Christi Veterans and Flower Bluff have a rivalry crossing many sports, including football, volleyball, baseball. They're really one of the premier rivalries in the Coastal Bend as the serve goes, and Flower Bluff has a miscue, and so that means this game will be tied in set 1. As number 12 is doing the serving, Arena Caldera. And keeping it alive is Flower Bluff, setting it up and blocked and goes over the net, or on the net, and so Veterans will take the lead in set 1 here. Plenty of time to go though. They switch sides as a quick minute break, and we will go to our first commercial. You're watching this on Real Sports Live.
Successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
Then we would like to show you how we can help.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here in Real Sports Live for the McDonald's SPIKEFEST as number 12 still doing the serving. Number 6 for Flower Bluff gets it, sets it up for number 5 and keep it alive. And 15 trying to get it over. 3 knocks it back in. 6 trying to set it up, and that goes out of bounds. So it'll be 7-9 here as Caldera still doing the serving, and a good play by Flower Bluff to keep it alive there as setting up the opportunity here, trying to block it. Number 6 receives it, trying to keep it alive still. Good job by Flower Bluff to keep it alive right there, and good hitting by Veterans to keep them on the defensive front as now they're trying to set up offense, and a good play right there, hit into the soft spot. And no one was there to try to cover it, so now it'll be 8-9. Number 1 will be doing the serving for this set for Gillespie. And take it by Gillespie again. Get the 6, spike, 5, good save, and goes into the net though. And so the series is very close, or the set is really close. As still number 1 will be doing serving, Gillespie, as per set, or per possession. Setting up the opportunity here, and goes into the net, and Flower Bluff will retake the lead. Good serving by number 1 so far, Gillespie, as she's hitting it so her teammates can spread out and getting into those really covered zones. As number 9 for Veterans will have it, lobs it up for 12, and 4 tries to knock it down. And once again, trying to hit into that soft spot, but not able to get it that time as it goes out of bounds. And so Veterans will do the serving now, as number 8 will have it. That will be Mia Rodriguez. As you can tell, the fans are excited here for both teams as we have another game going on to our right. So, good serve by her. Number 14 tries to tip it up. And that will be a point for Veterans. I believe they're saying it went on the net. So Veterans will retake the lead. Rodriguez still doing the serving. This is 14. 1 to 11, and it goes off the net, and that will be another point for Veterans. So good set so far. Very close. Here comes the serve. And a fault right there. Number 3 trying to knock it up, but it just bad timing for her, as Rogers was the one who went off of. Not Rogers, it was number 14, Freeman. Knocks it up, and then once again, another bad luck here. Trying to knock it up, and it just, the ball rotated a weird way. And so good serving by her, trying to not let them hit it up. And it's just a weird little bit of an arc. Trying to set up the play, and that will be a point for Flower Bluff. Their point drought ends right there, as another break here. As now, oh, never mind. Whistle blew. Try to get the ball to the other side. Number 5 will be doing the serving for Flower Bluff. Number 12, Vets gets it and trying to knock it down. Kept alive. 11 tips it up and gotta get it to number 9. It's a 4. Flower Bluff now has it. Tips it up. Now Vets trying to get the offense going. Spike. Good hits by Flower Bluff though. And that will be a good point right there. And it will be 12 to 14 now. So didn't get the name of her on the last set, but now we do. Lauren Fuller was the one. Okay. Lauren Fuller was the one who got it. As I was saying, as we take a little huddle here, we've seen one of the more premier sports matchups and sports rivalries here with Corpus Christi Flower Bluff and Corpus Christi Vets. As we actually saw in football last season, these teams met in the fourth round of the playoffs, and these teams seem to meet in the playoffs almost every year for every sport. And it's just one of those rivalries that dates back to when Veterans Memorial was established, and it's been always a great 4 years of so far, or actually I think it's five years so far of this Vets Flower Bluff rivalship, and it's going to be one of the more premier Coastal Bend rivalries that everyone will have to keep a watch on, saying who's going to come out of it this time, because it seems every year just always back and forth as we continue to set here. As number 5, Lauren Fuller gets it, and number 12, Vets trying to get it to her teammate, and I believe that went off the net, so Flower Bluff will get the point there. And it did go off the net. So, Flower Bluff serving it, and trying to hit it up once again, but it just, case of bad luck, as she just hit it wrong and went off her and went out of bounds. So now set's tied. Fuller serving it. Gets it number 9 of Vets. 1 Vets gets it, trying to spike it in. Good save by Flower Bluff, keeping it alive, but that will be a point for Vets. I believe they're saying it touched the floor before being saved, but it's still a spectacular play by a young lady over there. I'm trying to memorize these names as fast as possible so I can actually say them. So number 7 of Veterans will be doing the serving. Perez gets it to number 5 of Flower Bluff. To 1 of Flower Bluff to 14, and kept alive by Vets. Trying to spike it, and gets it. Saves it from becoming a point. And up in the air, number 9 of Vets has it. Gets it to 7. 5 of Flower Bluff has it, trying to set up the spike, and tips up. Vets saves it initially, and they do. A nice save right there. And a good set right there by both teams, as it will be tied now. I believe it was number 5 who had the save, or yeah, that's 5. So 5, that would be Lotz who had the save there. As follow-up will serve, number 6. And now Vets trying to set up the opportunity to get it out. Now number 6 has it. And Vets will get the point there, as I believe they're saying net. So number 4 of Veterans will be serving. And 2-6. Setting it up and saving it from touching the ground. And now number 8 of Flower Bluff has it set up for number 11. 7 knocks it up in the air. 9 knocks it up into the air. 1. And that touches the ceiling. As it will play on though. So now number 9 sets it up and it gets blocked out of bounds. So I'll make it 17-15 in favor of Veterans. So a nice set right here so far. So number 4 Veterans will serve it. Received by number 5. And 5 gets to the 18. And that will go out of bounds. So Veterans will get another point. So it's 15-18 now. Veterans number 4 doing the serving, like I said earlier. That would be as number 6 receives it. Get to 18, and 18 knocks it out of bounds, or knocks it actually in bounds. Did not see the bounce there. And so it will be 16-18 now. Number 4 was doing the serving for Veterans. That was Aguino. And now number 12 will be doing the serving for Flower Bluff. That will be Emery Jeffers. As Veterans trying to set up the spike and saving it from going out. And 12 saves it from touching the floor. Incredible defense, and it touches the, no it doesn't. I believe they're trying to argue that it touched the net, but apparently didn't, so now it's 16-19. Veterans in front. So here we go. 9 doing the serve, and it hits the net, so that will be 17-19. So here we go. Number 18 doing the serving for Flower Bluff, that's Katie Guerin. And that goes out of bounds. They get 17-20. Sorry, I had to update the scoreboard. So trying to figure out who's going to get the substitution here. As number 1 for Veterans will do the serving here. That will be Mia de la Pena. And sets it up, received by 3 and 12. And number 5 tries to spike it up. Knocked up into the air, touches the ceiling. Gets to the 11 of Vets. Vets in 9 hits it. Now received by number 3 of Flower Bluff. Trying to set up and blocked. And it will go on the net though, off of Vets. So it'll be 18-20. That's Flower Bluff trying to tie this game back up. And number 8 is doing the serve for Flower Bluff, Natalie Hughes. And Hughes hits it, received by 12. And, oh, what happened there? I guess something might have happened, but regardless, it's a Flower Bluff point. So Hughes hits it, received by 9 and 11. It's to the 15. 15 gets it to 11. 11 gets it received by 3 of Flower Bluff. 5, and that will bounce on the floor. So Flower Bluff ties the set at 20-all. So phenomenal serving by number 8, Natalie Hughes. As Vets just trying to close it out and ended up letting Flower Bluff back into it. So Hughes hits it, and that will go out of bounds. So it'll be 21-20 in favor of Vets. So here we go. Number 12 of Vets hits it. Received by number 3 of Flower Bluff. Hits it to 1-14 of Flower Bluff. Now Veterans has it, trying to set up more offense, and hits it back over to Flower Bluff. Number 5 trying to spike it, and it goes off of a Veterans player, and so that will mean it is tied again. Just trying to get out of the way, but it just deflected off of her, and that will be a point for Flower Bluff. So now doing the serving for Flower Bluff is number 1, Harley Gillespie. Gets it to 12 of Veterans, 1-15, and that will bounce on the floor, and that will be another point for Veterans. So it's 21-22. Doing the serving for Veterans is number 8. I'll get her name after this. And number 1 hits to the 5. 5 blocked by a combination of Veterans players, and that will bounce, and Flower Bluff will get another point and tie it again. Very back and forth set here, as number 8, who was doing the serving for Veterans, was Mrs. Maya Rodriguez, and now number 5, Lauren Fuller, doing the serving. Received by number 9 of Vets, hit to number 1 of Vets, and trying to save it from going out of play. And they do, so Vets will now have it, trying to spike it, and that hits the floor of Flower Bluff barely, and so that will be a point for Veterans. 23-22. So here we go. Number 7 doing the serving for Veterans. That will be Amarlisa Perez. So now Flower Bluff trying to spike it down, but aren't able to. Veterans trying to spike it up. Number 6 hits it up, and nice tip over by number 14 of Flower Bluff. Now have number 4 Veterans has it, and it bounced off, and some miscommunication right there, and Veterans will be up 22-24. And take a timeout here, as we'll just discuss more of the set so far, as it's very close set. We also have in the McDonald's SPIKEFEST more games being streamed on Real Sports Live. Just follow the Facebook, and as I'm trying to memorize these rosters, and so I can actually give the names more. As we're getting ready to serve again, number 7 of Veterans will have it, Perez, as a very close set, like I said. So now here we go. 22-24, and this is the first set. So Perez serves it to number 5. I believe that's 4. Gets it to 18. 14 or 7 will keep it alive for Vets. A block, and that will be 25-22. I believe that is set 1 if I'm wrong. Yep, that is set 1. So Vets takes set 1. And as we will go to a short commercial break while the sides will be changing. So you're watching this on Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
Then we would like to show you how we can help.
So we're back for set two. The veterans took the first set 25-22. Very close set, and they're trying to close it out here as we'll switch sides. And we had, like I said, talking about the rivalry of Flower Bluff and Vets. Goes back whenever Vets was first established, and we've seen a lot of good games between these two, and there's another one right here so far. As checking with timekeepers and all that, and the scorekeepers, I mean. So here we go. Number 5 will be doing the serving for Flower Bluff, Lauren Fuller, for this possession. And here we go. Hit received by number 12. Sets up for the spike and blocked. And Flower Bluff will take the first point. So, trying to get these names. So that'll be hit by number 9. And now Flower Bluff has it, trying to set it up, hitting it up, trying to save it from going out of bounds. And that will hit the net, and that'll result in it being tied now. 1-1. So, 1-1 here as number 7 will be doing the serving for veterans. That is Perez. Perez knocks it over, received by 4 of from Bluff. By Gurin, and what a spike! And phenomenal play by Flower Bluff as they will receive possession to serve it. Number 14 doing it, Callie Freeman. It's number 4, Bluff, blocked, and that will go on the floor, and it's 2-2. So now number 4 for veterans, Nguino. Will serve it, received by 6 of Bluff. It's 18, and that will go off a veterans player, and that will result in another Flower Bluff point. Get these names, like I said. So now number 12, we're doing serving, Jeffers. There we go. Seed by 9. And that will be another point as it touches the floor. It's actually 4. Don't know why scoreboard didn't update, but you know, hey. So that was received initially by number 9, Jillian Rye. Trying to spike it, number 5. Now number 1 of Flower Bluff hits it up. And getting it to Guerin again, who seems to be on fire so far. And that will go out on veterans. So it'll be 5-2. So number 12 now serving it. Still, actually. And saved. Hitting it over and top of the net. And so that will be a point for veterans. Just trying to get the service, trying to get people who made the play. As number 9 will be doing the serving for Veterans. That's Rye. She gets it up. Seed by 12. 12 hits it to 1. They hit it back to Guerin. And trying to keep him out of bounds. And has to go all the way to the bench. As Flower Bluff will get the point there. Phenomenal effort by her, but still unable to knock it up. So now doing the serving is number 18, Katie Gearing. As number 11 has it, gets to number 7. 7 hits it to 12, and that will go out of bounds on Flower Bluff, and that will make it 6-4. So here we go. As Veterans will be doing the serving. Number 1 for Vets, that's Mia de la Pena. De La Pena hits it to the back line, and now up by the net, and trying to save it, and they do. Phenomenal effort by Veterans so far, and on the soft spot, on the corner, and that will be 7-4. Phenomenal play by Flower Bluff right there, hitting it, like I said, in that soft spot where no one was there to at least cover it without making a spectacular dive. And so now, number 6 will be doing the serving. Trying to keep it alive, Flower Bluff is. Vets hits it. Setting it up. And blocked by Bluff. Hitting it up again. And that will go out of bounds. Almost hits a fan. Does hit a fan. And so it'll be 8-4. Volleyball is a very dangerous sport for Vans. So number 6 was Michaela Palmer. So Palmer serves it up. Their seed, and actually no, not, because it goes out of bounds. So error on the serve there. So number 12 now will be serving for Veterans. That will be Arena Caldera. So Caldera serves it up. Flower Bluff receives it, and keep it alive as Vets. Time to go for the spike, and now they're going to set it up for Flower Bluff. Good work so far by both teams to keep it alive, and setting it up, not quite knocking it down. Veterans still has it in play, saves it in play, and trying to set up once again, hit in the soft spot, and it thought went off the ground, but it was saved. So now a phenomenal set so far, as both teams doing their best to keep this alive, and that will go out on Bluff in a phenomenal game right there, or little, I think it's set, not set. No, it will be game. So Bluff has it now. Setting it up, knocking it down. So Bluff will get the serve here. Not quite the knockdown you would want. You would think it would be a perfect spike, but they'll take what they can get. So number 1, Harley Gillespie, doing the serving. Received by number 9, and that will go in front of the net, and it will be 10-6. So, still number 1, Harley Gillespie. That was received by Rye. So Rye gets it again. Gets it to one of Veterans, her teammates. And now Bluff has it, number 6. Setting it up and not quite knocking it down. Good deflection by Vets. Keeping it up, now setting up again. And out of bounds. 11-6 now. So Flower Bluff come back from a 5-point lead though, so nothing is safe here in volleyball. Still number 1, Harley Gillespie. Head up by Rye. Head up to 1 and to 15. Back to 3 of Flower Bluff into 1, trying to set up for 15, and it goes out, or hits the net on Veterans, so that'll be 12-6. So now Gillespie still hitting it right now. Rye hits it. Now to 4 Vets, gets it to 6 of Flower Bluff, and trying to set up for 14 again, and that will be a point for Flower Bluff, as initially didn't call it. And it'll be 13-6 as we have a short break here. As you are watching this on Rio Sports Live, we'll be right back after a 30-second break. And we're back here in this good set so far, 13-6. As Flower Bluff trying to take set 2. Number 14 hits it, and that'll go off the net, and it'll be a point for veterans. So Flower Bluff's point streak will come to an end there. However, they had about 4 straight points, or 4+ points, as 8 of veterans against it. Hits it to 15 of Bluff and goes out of bounds. So it'll be 13-8 now. Can't quite see the number of who's hitting it. It's 8. Trying to save it from going out. They do. Back. And now number 8, the server, gets it. Blocked by Bluff. Bluff now has it, setting it up. And seed by Vets. Vets setting it up. And that will go apparently deflected off Bluff. And so it'll be another point for Vets. 8 would be Rodriguez. So another serve by Rodriguez. And kept alive. To 15 to 1 of Vets. Now 14 of Vets has it. And now hit to 1 of Flower Bluff, setting it up. And good save, but it'll go out of bounds and hits one of the coaches. So it'll be 14-9. Flower Bluff's just trying to maintain their lead right now. Not trying to lose in 2. Trying to force a set 3 here. As Fuller hits it. And that will go out again. And so 15-9 now. So, amazing play by both teams so far. As Fuller hits it, received by Rye. Hits it to 1. And back to 6 of Flower Bluff. Setting up for Kieran. Hits the roof. Stays in live though. Hit to 1. Back to 6 of Flower Bluff. And trying to set it up for 15. And an eventful set. As Flower Bluff will take it though, as it goes off the net. So 15, who's been all over, is Croft, if you're wondering. Point out the players as I see him who I call the names the most. Trying to memorize these names. But Flower Bluff got the serve. Blocked by 14, but it hits the net again. So it's now 17-9. Oh, that's 18. 17-9. So Fuller will serve it once again. It's done really good serving so far. Hit to Rye. And set up by 1 to 15. And they give me the point to Vets. As 1 is De La Pena and 15 is Luna. So now doing the serving for Vets is number 7, Perez. And here we go. Perez serving it up. Received by Fuller. Hit up to Guerin. And Vets keeps it alive, goes to 7. Hit to 1. Back to 6, setting up for 18. And now Vets will have it. Trying to hit it to the opposite side there. And trying to tip it over. Kept alive by Vets. And an eventful point right here as it will go off on Flower Bluff hits the net, 17-11. I forgot to give them 2 points. So we'll just do handy +2 button. So notable players so far also for Vets. 5 Lots and 7 Perez as they serve it up here. And a good point for Flower Bluff there as it'll be 18-11. And Vets keeps it alive, hits the net, and that will mean Flower Bluff will get the point. And it's 19-11 now, 6 away from sending this to game 3, as we'd have another timeout here, I believe. As we will take a 30-second break. We'll keep it here, though. You're watching this on Real Sports Live. So now we're back. Set 2, like I said. And Flower Bluff will be doing the serving here as it's number 14, Callie Freeman. Serves it up. Received by Rye. Hits it up to 7 and 5 and this trying. Muted my mic instead of doing the scoreboard, my bad. Setting up, and now it'll be 22-11. As we have an issue, apparently. And so now I believe they're ready. Here we go. Over 14 will be doing the serving for Bluff. And deflected by 8 of Bluff. Setting up for Guerin, and it goes deflected off a veteran's player, unable to save it. And it'll be 21-11, 4 points away from ending this set and sending it to a set 3. As here we go. Rye receives it, hits it up to 1, 2, 5, and I will bounce on Flower Bluff side, so it will be a point as that play was set up by De La Pena to Lots. I will announce the rosters at the end of the game, so that way we can shout out your kid or whomever, your close friend or whatever, as Flower Bluff gets a point. So it'll be 22-12. That way we're just not leaving out anyone, and we're talking about everyone, you know? Because all these players contribute one way or another. And you'd love to see sportsmanship on both teams as this very competitive set so far. As number 12 will serve it, Jeffers, and it'll hit hit inbounds, and unable to get it is Vets. So it's 23-12. But Flower Bluff needs 2 points, and Veterans needs a major comeback in this set to try and win. So number 12 gets it. And gets it to Rye, setting up, and I'll go off the ground. Number 6 of Flower Bluff trying to get it. That would be Palmer, but unable to. So doing the serving is Rye for Veterans. And hitting it up, and unable to knock it down as it goes slightly past her of number 18. That would be Guerin, or Katie Guerin. And so unable to complete that play, and it results in a Veterans point. As Rice serves it up again, trying to get it play this time, and it'll go out of bounds on Veterans. 1 point away from winning is Flower Bluff, as it's 24-14. Bluff will get the last serve here. or a game point serve. Garrett will be doing it. Here we go. Vets trying to stay alive in this set. And number 12 knocks it up, and it'll go out of bounds. So, staying alive for a little bit. As 24-15. So here we go. Out a player on the other side. And so now, 24-15, still match point. It's going to be match point for a while if Veterans is going to be trying to mount a comeback. So here we go. Number 1 will be doing the serving. I believe that's De La Pena. And it is. Setting up for number 5, Fuller, and deflects. And that's the point for Flower Bluff as they will take set 2, 25-15. You're watching this on Real Sports Live. We'll be back for set 3 here in a bit. And we are back here in McDonald's SPIKEFEST as Flower Bluff and Veterans Memorial trying to get set up back again. Bluff will be on the same side, I believe. And Veterans will not switch sides either, so obviously. No. So now we are at set 3. Whoever takes this the game. And afterwards, we will post on our Instagram and Facebook the player of the game for this game, as we do for all the sports. And yeah, so as we just waited for action to get started here, as coach is talking it over, both teams. And as we await, the other game finished early as the team took it in 2 sets. That was a weird volleyballs. Anyway. So it's now, I said 0-0. And recap if anyone missed it. Veterans took the first set 25-22. Flower Bluff took the second set in a dominating win, 25-15. as now we're getting ready for set 3 and just awaiting the scorer and the referees to get set, and everything's all good. Flower Bluff will serve first. So number 5, Fuller, will have it. And here we go. Rye has it. And good play there by Katie Guerin, able to knock it over in a way where player couldn't get to it. So they take first point here. Oh wait, no, they overruled it. Never mind. So it will actually be Bet's first point. That's weird. Wasn't paying attention for a second. So now number 7 will be doing the serving. I believe that is, I want to say Perez, yeah. So another point for Vets. So we get 0-2. Vets wanting to get some energy back after that devastating set 2. As Flower Bluff will hit it up, and 15 will knock it down. A good play by Maggie Croft. And now number 14 will be doing the serving, gets Callie Freeman. As here we go. So 1-2. No, 1-2. Got to do that. So here we go. Freeman serves it. Rye receives it. And saving it from going out of bounds, had to go to the bench. Now 14 gets it. To the 1-15. And another good play by number 15, Maggie Croft again, as she's been everywhere tonight. Number 14, Freeman, serves it to number 4, Vets, and now number 15 touches it and goes out of bounds. So it'll be 2-2, or 3-2. Forgot to mark the last 2 points. As Flower Bluff rallies from being down 2. Not a big rally, but still a rally nevertheless. Freeman still doing the serving, as Veterans makes a quick coaching talk. Number 15 also has been everywhere for, on the other side for Vets, Luna, Faith Luna. So here we go. Number 14, Callie Freeman, getting ready to serve. And getting ready to play. She serves it up. Rye has to duck down to get it. And kept alive by Flower Bluff. And that will go out of bounds. So it'll make it 3-3. Now number 4, Veterans has it. And Guino serving it up. Number 6 gets it to 15, I believe. And now Vets has it. Blocked by Bluff. Setting it up now for Katie Guerin, and that will be a point. So it's 4-3. Said the wrong name at the beginning. I was trying to say Maggie Croft. And so now Rye will receive the serve. Back to 12 of Flower Bluff, or Vets. A good saving effort. Now head to Katie Guerin, going opposite side. Vets trying to hit it. And that will stay alive. And Rye gets it out. Blocked again by Bluff. Katie Guerin has it. It's hit up into the air. Getting it to 12. Stays alive again. It's at the 5-4. Back to 12, deflected again. It's a 11, trying to get it back to 12 again. Now 12 of Flower Bluff gets it. Number 6 has it of Flower Bluff and kept alive once again. Now Fuller hits it. Kagurin and point for Flower Bluff. Incredible effort by veterans in Flower Bluff as Caldera right there was saving a lot of chances from Flower Bluff. A good blockers on both teams as Rye will get it. Get it to Caldera again. One sets it up for Gurin, and that will be a point for veterans. So it's 5-4. As number 9, Rye, will be doing the serving. Number 12 gets it. Jeffries has it. And it'll go off the net, and that will be a point. So 6-4 now, as Bluff will be doing the serving again. Katie Gurin as it changed to top line. As 15 gets it to 6. 6 gets it to 12. Setting it up for Katie Gurin, and what a play right there. Hits it on the corner, stays in bounds, and it's a point for Flower Bluff. Phenomenal play. And now that will go out as it goes under the net. It'll be 8-4. Wait. No, 7-4 or 7-5. They rechanged the decision. So, as we see here, 7-5. Number 1 doing the serving, Maya de la Pena. And here we go. So de la Pena serves it up. Received by, oh, never mind. Never received by no one. As it will hit the soft spot, and that'll be a point for veterans. So 7-6. So De La Pena serves it 12-8, and that will go deflected off a player. It'll be 8-6 now. Number 12, I believe, was the one who scored that point, Jeffers. So number 6 serving it up, Michaela Palmer. Let's get one of the players has to tie her shoe. That goes up for any athlete. Always tie your shoes. Palmer hits it to Rye. Rye hits it to her teammate number 1. Trying to get in front of it. Bluff is unable to. Now Fuller has it. Hits it to one of Vets. Gets it to Rye. Setting it up, and they're trying to protest. And a point goes to Flower Bluff as their protest is successful. So it'll be 9-6. Want to make sure because I did not see the referee make his decision there. And I already jumped the gun on too many things. Don't want to do it again. So now Palmer will be doing the serving again. She hits it up. Seed by Rye. Set up by 14. 14 hits the 5. Now 12 of Flower Bluff has it. Setting it up for 14. And that will be a point for veterans. So 9-7. Very close last set here. Wouldn't want to see it any other way. As number 1 gets it to 5. 4 hits it out of bounds. It'll be 9-8. So now it will be number 12 doing the serving for Veterans Memorial. That will be Caldera. 6 receives it. Hits it to 1 to Fuller. And getting underneath it is 12. A Flower. Oh, no! a 12 of veterans, and now number 3 trying to get to it, and she does not get to it. So Bluff has it, trying to set it up, and goes deflected, and that will be a point for Bluff. 10-9. So now number 1, Gillespie, will be hitting it for Flower Bluff. Tight approach here from Bluff. Now he's spread out. And number 1 hits it. Back to Palmer. Now we'll go to bounds. So 11-9. So Aspi hits it up. Seed by Rye. 1, 2, 4. Now Flower Bluff number 3 has it to 1. Saving it from going out of bounds is number 15. And blocking it is 14 and 15. And that will be a point for veterans. So 11-10. As now it will be a 1-point differential. As number 8 is serving it. That would be Mia Rodriguez. So here we go. Mia Rodriguez hits it to number 3 of Flower Bluff. Now number 1 trying to set up to Fuller. Blocked by 15 and 14. Now number 1 gets it to 14. And saved by Veterans. Veterans has it. And 1 trying to save it for Flower Bluff. She does. Number 6, Palmer. Now Veterans has it. Setting up the play. Palmer hits it back up. And deflected and out of bounds. So it'll be 12-10. I believe it was number 15 who made that play. Croft again. It was either 14 or 15. Freeman and Croft. They've been phenomenal today for Flower Bluff. And a spike, a hard spike, but blocked back. And that will be staying alive and goes under the net. And that will be a point for Veterans. So 12-11, as this is the final set. So number 7 hits it up, Rodriguez. Now number 15 will have it, and a good spike right there. Once again, Croft there. So it'll be 13-11. Number 14, Freeman, serves it. As now number 1 trying to get it to Guerin. Saved. Fuller has it. Back to Guerin. And now Vets setting it up. Hard spike. Saving it from going out of bounds. Now number 12 of Veterans has it. Trying to set up the play. Blocked! And that will be a point for Flower Bluff. Once again, these front lines moment for Flower Bluff being incredible. And so it'll be 14-11 as we'll have a short break here. And we will go to commercial break. You're watching this on Rio Sports Live.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown. Music lovers, you have.
So we are back here in the McDonald's SPIKEFEST as Flower Bluff is up 14-11, and set is tied 1-1 as we are in set 3, so obviously. So I believe that is Freeman spikes it or sets it up. Now number 1 has it for Flower Bluff, setting it up for Gurin, and deflected, kept alive. Betts now has it to Freeman, to 8, and that will go way out of bounds. Almost hits a fan, but good reaction time by the fan to kick it out. So it'll be 15-11 here. As 14 Freeman still serving, doing a phenomenal job of serving. As gotta say, Flower Bluff serving has been really good. They've gotten a lot of points off of that. And that hits the net, and it will be 16-11 now. Extended their lead, and now trying to close it out here. Freeman hits it up, gets it to 4 veterans. 7 hits it, setting it back to 4. Now 1 of Flower Bluff has it, getting to 15, and that will be saved by 9 Rye. Now 14 Freeman has it, gets it to 1 to Guerin, and that will go out of bounds, and that will be a point. 17-11. 17-11. Pardon us, our cameraman had to go somewhere, as it will be fixed on one temporary angle. So now 14 Freeman hits it. Veterans has it, trying to set it up. 1 hits it up in the air to Guerin, and that will be blocked, and it will be a point for Flower Bluff. So here we go. And that will be another point for Flower Bluff, as I was just looking at my roster to see who was serving again. But I realized it was Freeman, and then now it's another timeout. So we're going to go to commercial break again. You're watching this on Rio Sports Live.
Assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized.
And we're back, as it is 19-11 here. Freeman doing the serving. Rye hits it, setting it up. 12 trying to knock it down, and she does. Incredible play by her. As 15 tries to knock it down, and Veterans will get another point. Trying to start a rally here. So it'll be 19-13. Doing the serving for Veterans is number 4. Will be Anguino, Julia Anguino. Hits it. Palmer receives it and lets it bounce. Miscommunication there. 14-19. Can sense a little bit of momentum swing here. Flower Bluff just trying to eat the last 6 points though. So Anguino serves. Out of bounds. And so that will be 20-14 now. 5 away from winning the game. Smart decision by Flower Bluff to just let that go, as they saw it was going to go out of bounds. So now it's 20-14. Doing the serving for Flower Bluff is Emery Jeffers. Jeffers hits it up. Received by 11 of Betts. Back to flick, and blocked, but bounces to the ground, so it'll be 20-15 now. So 20-15. And here we go. 12 hits it up, gets it to 8, and that will go way out of bounds, so it's 21-15. Betts just trying to keep it alive here. As doing the serving now is number 18, Katie Guerin. And here we go. That will go out. Oh no, that will go stay in. It's still in. Incredible. So 22-15. It barely stayed in on the back line there. Another good serve. That goes out. It is 23-15. 2 points away from winning it. And here we go. Trying to get the last 2 points, Guerin is. Done it all on her serve so far. And that will be another one on her serve. 4 straight points for Guerin on the serves. And she could close it out right here, 24-15. Need the last point. Here we go. So this one will stay in play. And Vets trying to keep themselves alive here. And they do successfully. So it'll be 24-16. As Guerin goes off and serving, getting a lot, or those last points there, 4 of them. And now Vets has a chance to have the ball and trying to keep it alive. De La Pena has it, and now that will be a point for Veterans Memorial. Could we see a late game rally here? If it does happen, they all have to be serving. So De La Pena hits it. Flower Bluff gets it. Trying to keep it alive. It's Flower Bluff to 1 to 15. And that goes out. And so it'll be 24-18. Oh boy. Momentum shifting. Got to get 7 straight points. 1 hits it up to 5. Veterans still has it in play. Rye hits it, and that will go out again. So it'll be 24-19. And they're going to call a timeout. They can feel momentum shifting. We're going to go to a commercial break. You're watching this on Rio Sports Live. Keep it here.
Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are Rio Grande City, and you're watching Rio Sports Live. Rio Sports Live.
Hi.
And we're back as they did the serve already. Couldn't get back in time for that. As Flower Bluff trying to close it out here. Veterans already rallying off 4 straight points. And that will be it. Flower Bluff will win it 25-19. An almost late game rally. And to recap for the final scores, first set ended 25-22 in favor of Veterans. Then Flower Bluff came out, rallied back with a dominating win.